Good evening, all of you. If you are able to hear my voice and also able to see the screen, type yes in the comments once. Okay, thank you. Okay, we will start exactly at 8 o'clock. And in today's session, we are going to cover the remaining part of time and work, and we are also going to cover some problems from directions. Okay, once we are done all these topics, you are going to have a test in the next 2 days, mostly in online mode only. So that's the instructions from HOD ma'am. Based on those results, they are going to filter you people. So I'm going to give you particular time for the test. Try to write the test in that particular time only. I will inform the test timings as well as how to write the test and all in your class groups. So only 38 people are here. Fine, we'll wait 2 more minutes for the remaining people. See, if you want, you can watch the session here, or if you have any less data, you can also watch in YouTube. That's your choice. Okay, we'll do one thing. Let the remaining people join. In the meantime, all of you give a try to solve this problem. Okay, I think in the previous class we have solved up to this problem, right? Like in the during the previous class, I think this is the last problem that we have solved, where people are going to work alternatively. Say yes or no, all of you. Read the problem once and tell me whether this is it the last problem or not. Yeah. So check the previous. Yeah, that's the last problem. So all of you try to solve this problem, where instead of comparing or instead of having the data of days, we are going to have comparison between people, like one person is going to be faster than other person. In these kind of cases, I told you we are going to use ratio and proportions. So if you remember the ratio and proportion method, give it a try and try to give me the answer in the next 1 minute. In the meantime, your friends will join, then we will continue the session. Okay, it's all 82. Let's check once any answers here. No. Okay, at least I will explain. If you understood the problem, type yes in the comments. Okay, see here guys, until now what we are doing is we are going to have people's days. On the days we are going to find out LCM, and then we are going to assume that as our total work. Like in our case, I am saying it as total number of chocolates. But coming to this problem, we can't do the LCM. The reason being, we are having only one number which is in terms of days. So what we are going to do here is we are going to take the speeds. See here, efficiency of A is 20% more than that of B. Remember guys, if somebody is saying 20% off, you are going to take like this 20 by 100 into that person's speed. But if somebody is saying 20% more, means whatever this person is having, they also have the same speed. Along with that, they are having 20% more or extra. That means this person is going to have 120% of the speed. Remember, if you are getting 20% off, you are just going to take 20. But if you are getting 20% more, you have to take 120% of that person's speed. Now see, you can solve using just ratios. Let us take this 20%, convert this 20% into fraction. You are going to get 1 by 5. How you are going to get percentage into fraction? Divide this value with 100. So 20 by 100, you are going to get 1 by 5. So whenever you want to convert percentage into fraction, divide the value with 100. You will get 1 by 5. Now how you are going to take the ratio here is, now remember one thing, we are talking about efficiency. Efficiency, capacity, speed, all are same. So here actually we are talking about speed of the persons. How you are going to take the speeds? See, the simple technique here is, whatever the denominator you are having here, take it as B speed, because we are comparing A with respect to B. So whomever you are comparing with respect to whom? See, here we are comparing with respect to B. So take B speed as denominator. If A's speed is more, add the numerator and take A speed. If A speed is less, subtract the numerator and take A speeds. Why? Because see, if I assume B speed equal to 100, then A speed will become 120. Find out the ratio, you are going to get 6:5. Similarly, if I assume B speed equal to 200, then A speed should be 20% more than like B speed. What is 20% value of 200? 40. That means A speed should be 240. Again find out the ratio, you are going to get 6:5. So whatever may be the numbers you are taking, if one's efficiency is 20% more than the other, means you are always going to get the ratio as 6:5. So if you can get the same answer using 100, 120, 240, 200, why to solve with that numbers if you can simply get using 6 and 5? That's why you are taking 6 and 5. So I'm repeating once again how you are going to take this ratio. Convert your percentage into fraction. Take the denominator as your reference number. If the other person is more, add the numerator and take the value. If the other person is less, subtract the numerator and take the value. Now see, that means speeds of A and B are going to be in the ratio of 6:5. Now once you know speed ratio, you can find out time ratio simply by taking reciprocal, which is going to be 6:5. Now see, if working together they can finish a work in 30 days, then in how many days each alone can finish the work? That means if A and B are working together, they can finish the entire work in 60 days. That's what was given. Remember guys, I told you in the intro class, whenever you multiply a person's speed with the time he is working, you are always going to get total work. Now see here, together they can finish the work in 30 days. Yes or no? That means total work is going to be speed of A and B and their time 30 days. So A speed is 6 and B speed is 5. So with the speed of 11, if they work for 30 days, they can complete the work. So you can say your total work is going to be 330 units. Now see, I want to find out in how many days working alone each can finish the work. Now see, whom I want to finish the work first? Let us take A. So I want to find out in how many days A will finish the work. Yes, see, I know that speed into time is equal to total work, which is 330 in my case. Now who need to finish the work? A. So take only A speed. So A speed is 6, and if he work for how many days, he can complete 330 units. So T is going to be 330 by 6. How much you are going to get? 5 6 30. Again 5 6 30. So you are going to get 55 days. And similarly we are going to solve for free. This is for A. Similarly we are going to solve for B. How you are going to calculate the time for B? We know that speed into time is going to give you your total work 330. In that speed of, I want to find out B's time. So I am going to take B speed with the speed of 5. How long B need to work to complete this 330 units? So time is going to be 330 by 5. 6 5 is 30 and again 6 5 is 30. 66 days. That means if A can finish a work in 55 days and B can finish the same work in 66 days, together they can finish the work in just 30 days. I will repeat the problem once again, then we are going to cross check the answers. Okay, see here. First of all, what you need to do here is, whenever you come across ratios, you need to always take the person speed ratio only. Even if you are having time, convert that time into speed, then only solve the problem. Now see, In my problem, I know that the efficiency of A is 20% more than that of B. That means if I take B value 100, A should be 120. Find out the ratio, you are going to get 5 is to 6. You can take any number you want. Simply take A's value as 20% more than B's value. You are always going to get the same ratio, 6 is to 5. Now, so A speed is 6 and B speed is 5. I know that total work is always equal to speed into time. Speed means what? Whomever are working, take their speeds. In my case, A and B are working. So A and B are working means add speed of A and speed of B. You are going to get 11. How many days they are working? Together they are working for 30 days to finish the work. So I can say my total work equal to 330 units or 330 chocolates. It doesn't matter. Assume that you want to do 330 units. Now I need to find out how long A will take to finish that 330 units, as well as how long B will take to finish that 330 units. Now I know that speed into time is going to give you my total work 330 units. First of all, I want to find out time taken by A. So with the speed of 6, how long A need to work to complete 330 units? Simply find out T value, you are going to get 55 days. Similarly, use the same procedure to find out B's time. With the speed of 5, how long B need to work to finish 330? He will take 66 days. So A can do the work in 55 days alone and B can do the same work in 66 days alone. If they are working together, they can finish the work in just 30 days. That's our final answer. So for your simplification, I am going to cross check the answer so you will get better idea. First of all, let me know, is the solution clear for you? If you have any doubt, let me know in the chat. Then I will just cross check the answer for you. Then we will move on to next one. Okay, chalo. So let's cross check the answer. What is cross checking? I will take A's time as 55 days. Then I am going to take B's time as 66 days. Okay, let me check the values once. Yeah, A's time 55 days and B's time 66 days. I am going to solve the problem in reverse way. Like how many days they will take if they are working together. You should get the answer as 30. Let's check. So A is going to take 55 and B is going to take 66. What we are going to do? We are going to take the LCM as a total number of chocolates. So what is the LCM of 55 and 66? Frankly saying, you are going to get same 330. Anyway, for you I will solve it. Okay, let us take 11 5 times and 6 times. So 55 into 6, you are going to get again 330, I think. So let me check once. What is the LCM here? 11 5 6, you are going to get 330. So assume that you need to eat 330 chocolates. That's your work. If you give this 330 chocolates to A, he will finish in 55 days. So one day he can eat 330 by 55. He can eat 6 chocolates per day. If somebody is finishing 330 chocolates in 55 days, means he can eat 6 chocolates per day. Similarly, if somebody can eat 330 chocolates in 66 days, means he can eat 5 chocolates per day. If both of them are working together, assume that both of them are eating together, they can eat 11 chocolates in one day. So in one day they can eat 11 chocolates, but I want them to finish the work. That means I want them to finish the entire 330 chocolates. How long they are going to take? Simply do cross multiplication. 330 by 11, you are going to get the answer as 30 days. If you are clear with the cross check, type yes once again. Then we will move on to the next problem. Okay. Yes. Yep. Let's go. Now all of you solve this problem. This is going to be our last problem on comparison. Then we will move on to pipes and cisterns. I will give you 2 minutes time. It's 8:13. Solve up to 8:15. Then I will solve it for you. Fast. Give it a try. I'm checking both YouTube and your teachment. So if anybody got the answer, please type in the comments. Okay, let's solve it because we are having less time. We need to finish pipes and systems also in the first half an hour. In the last half an hour, we are going to discuss directions. Okay, let's go. So efficiency of A is 80% more than that of B. Okay, B's efficiency is A's efficiency is 80% more than that of B. Okay, let us take we take the ratio of A is to B first. If and efficiency of A is 80% more than that of B. Let us take B equal to 100, then A will become 180. Simple. Then and 80% off here. Very careful, guys. That means let us take the ratio of A is to C. If C is 100, then A is going to be just 80. That's the meaning of 80% off. So remember, A's efficiency is 80% more than that of B, as well as 80% of C's efficiency. So 80% means 100 plus 80. 80% off means just 80. So this is the meaning of 80%. So 80% of C's value, which is going to be just 80. Now, but I want the ratio of A is to B is to C. So let's find out. I know A is to B, I know A is to C. So simplify this one. This is going to be 9 is to 5. And this is going to be 4 is to 5. Now see here. Here A value is 9. Here A value is 4. So convert A's value into similar number by multiplying with some other number, because multiplying or dividing the ratio with the same number is not going to affect the value of ratio. So I will convert both of them into 36. So to convert into 36, I have to multiply this ratio with 4 and this ratio with 9. So then A is to B will become 36 is to 20, and A is to C will become 36 is to 45. So remember, A is faster than B, but C is faster than A. Remember guys, 180 is to 100 is same as 9 is to 5. It is same as 36 is to 20. Because multiplying or dividing the ratio with the same number is not going to affect your ratio values. In ratios, 1 is to 2 is same as 2 is to 4. Okay, like that. But here, in order to compare, I have to have A value to be same. That's why by doing simple multiplication with 4 and 9, I am making sure that I am getting same A value. So I am going to write A value separately somewhere. Then I will erase the extra part. So remember, A is to B is going to be 36 is to 20. And similarly, A value is 36 here also. So I can write C value is going to be 45. So A is to B is to C is going to be 36 is to 20 is to 45. I am going to erase the remaining part. So what I am doing, first I have taken A is to B ratio, then I have taken A is to C's ratio. After doing that, I want A value to be same to compare all the three. That's why by multiplying with 4 and 9, I made sure that A value is same in both the ratios. Then I have combined both the ratios to form a single ratio. That means here I know the speeds ratio of A is to B is to C, which is 36 is to 20 is to 45. Okay, then the next one. If working together, they can finish certain piece of work in 24 days. Now see, I know speed into time equal to total work. Now what is happening here? All of them are working together. That means you have to add all of their speeds with the speed of 36 plus 20 plus 45. This is their combined speed. With this speed, they are working for 24 days to finish the entire work. Now I want A to do the entire work alone. That means I need to find out with the speed of 36 how long he is going to take. Okay, first of all calculate the value of total work, then we will come back to A. So total work is nothing but the sum of 36, 20 and 45 multiplied by 24. So our total work is equal to 2424 units. Now I want to find out with the speed of 36, because I want A to finish the work. So I will take A speed. With the speed of 36, how long, that means how much time A will take to finish 2424 units. So time equal to 2424 by 36. Do the calculation and tell me the answer. You are going to get 67.33 days or 67 1 by 3. That's your choice. Please check the answer once. If you have any doubt, let me know. All of you, look at the problem for 1 minute and let me know if you are clear or not. Okay, if you are clear, type yes in the comments. We'll move on to next one. Yeah, 67.33, right. All of you, if you're clear, type yes once. Simply what we have taken, in the previous problem, I have only 2 persons. Now I'm having more than 2 persons. That's why I'm making sure that the combined variable is having same speed, so that I can combine all of their speeds. That's it. Okay, I'll check the YouTube once. Then we will move on to, okay, pipes and cisterns. Yeah, 67.3, right. Now, chalo. So listen carefully. For the first 5 minutes, you will get better idea. Coming to the topic, pipes and cisterns. Cistern is nothing but, take it as a tank, simple water tank. That's it. Now in this, the problems are going to be similar to time and work. The only difference is here you are going to have a leak. For example, assume that you are constructing some particular wall. Okay, you are constructing the wall like this. In time and work problems, while you are doing the work, nobody is going to spoil or destroy your work. That means work is always going to be in the progressive manner. But what will happen in case of tanks is, let us take, you are filling a tank using a pipe, but you don't know there is a leak in the tank. Because of this leak, some of the water that you have filled may come out, so the tank will take more time to get filled. That means here some of the work which was already done is getting destroyed. That means you are going to take more time. That's the only difference between time and work and pipes and cisterns. Repeating once again, in time and work problems, nobody is going to destroy or spoil or stop your work. But here, due to leak, there is a chance some of the work done may get spoiled. So you will take more time to complete that spoiled work. So obviously you are going to take more time to complete the entire work also. That's the only difference between time and work and pipes and cisterns. I will explain the problem once. So the problems are going to be like this. If you open tap A, it will take 10 hours to fill the tank. If you open tap B, it will take 15 hours to fill the tank. Now the question is, if you open both the taps A and B, how long they will take to fill the same tank? Repeating once again, let us take, you want to fill this particular tank. If you open tap A, this will alone take 10 hours to fill the entire tank. If you open tab B, this will take 15 hours to fill the same tank. Now if you are opening tab A and tab B, how long they will take to fill the tank? If you observe this particular problem, this is same as time and work problem, where A can do the work in 10 days, B can do the work in 15 days. How long they will take if both of them are working together? So what we done there, we are going to take time of A as well as time of B. In the concept of time and work, there you are going to take LCM as total number of chocolates, but here take the LCM as this tank capacity. So what is the LCM of 10 and 50? 30. So assume that you are having a 30 liters tank. That's it. So the tank capacity equal to 30 liters. So tap A will take 10 hours to fill 30 liters. That means A can fill 3 liters per hour and B can fill the entire 30 liters in 15 hours. That means B can fill 2 liters per hour. That means 30 by 15 and 30 by 10. So if you open both of them, A can pour 3 liters of water and B can pour 2 liters of water in 1 hour. So together they can fill 5 liters in 1 hour. So in 1 hour, together they can fill 5 liters. How long they will take to fill the entire 30 liters tank? Simply do the cross multiplication, you will get your answer, which is 6 hours. That means alone A and B will take 10 hours and 15 hours respectively. But if you open both of them, they can fill the same tank in just 6 hours. So the only difference here is, there you are going to assume total work, here you are going to assume the tank capacity. Now what about leak? That's what we are going to talk now. Let's take one more parameter. A can fill the tank in 10 hours, B can fill the tank in 10 hours, sorry, B can fill the tank in 15 hours, but C can empty the tank in 30 hours. Listen guys, you are having three different pipes, or you can take leak also. I am taking outlet pipe, so you can also take it as a leak. That's the same thing. Now assume that I want to clean my water tank. I have opened the outlet pipe, but I forgot to close that pipe, outlet pipe. Now what I did, without noticing, I have enabled the inlet pipes, or I have opened the inlet pipes. Now what will happen? Already the outlet pipe is open now. So because of that, some water will go out. Now if I, because of all these three effects, two are filling the tank and one is emptying the tank. So if you combine all these three effects, how long they are going to take to fill the tank? Now see, that means if you open tap A, it will take 10 hours alone to fill. If you open tap B, this will take 15 hours alone to fill. But let us assume that the tank is already filled with water. Now if you open tap C, this will take 30 hours to empty the entire tank. Now what you are going to do, you are just going to take LCM again. That means LCM is 30 again. So assume your tank capacity equal to 30 liters. Okay, whatever the tank we are having, assume this is equal to 30 liters tank. Now see, A can fill 30 liters in 10 hours, means 3 liters per hour, that is the speed of tap A, and B can fill 2 liters per hour, which is 30 by 15, but C can empty 30 liters in 30 hours, so it can empty only 1 liter per hour. So we just need to distinguish between filling and emptying. That's why I'm taking minus for the emptying. That means see here, if you check after 1 hour, let us see what is going to happen after 1 hour. After 1 hour, this tap is going to pour, tap A, 3 liters into the tank. This tap is going to pour 2 liters into the tank. But by that time, because of this leak, 1 liter may have leaked from that leak. That means the net quantity is going to be only 4 liters inside it after 1 hour. So you can get the same answer simply by adding them. So add all the inlet pipes and subtract the outlet pipes. So 3 plus 2 minus 1, which is 4 liters per hour. That means if you open all of them, they can fill 4 liters in 1 hour. But I want them to fill the entire tank. So to fill 30 liters, how long they are going to take? Simply do the cross multiplication. 30 by 4, 15 by 2 are 7.5 hours. In the previous case, just because we are having 2 inlet pipes, we can fill the tank in 6 hours. But here we are having outlet pipe or leak also. Because of that leak, it took 1.5 hour more to fill the same 30 liters tank. So what we are going to do here, simply take the days or times given. After taking the times, take the LCM as your tank capacity. If you are having filling pipes, take them as positive. If you are having emptying pipes, take them as negative. Take the sum, you are going to get net quantity after 1 hour. So 1 hour 4 liters. What is our total capacity? 30 liters. How many hours? Now I am going to explain 2 more cases for you, so you will get better idea on this topic. A10, B15, but C can empty in just 6 hours. A can fill the tank in 10 hours. That means if you open tap A, this can fill the tank in just 10 hours. If you open tap B, this can fill in 15 hours. But if you, let us take the tank is already filled with water. Now if you open tap C, this can empty the tank in just 6 hours. Now you are opening all of them. Now what will happen? LCM 30, 3 liters plus, 2 liters plus, but 5 liters minus, because 30 liters tank got emptied in just 6 hours. That means it can empty 5 liters per hour. See, tap A can fill 3 liters per hour, tap B can fill 2 liters per hour, but tap C can empty 5 liters per hour. As a net, you will get 0. That means whatever the water coming in from these two pipes, the same amount of water going out from this outlet pipe. That means there isn't going to be any change inside the tank. That means if you are opening all the 3 taps when the tank is off full, or when the tank is in 50 liters capacity, assume that the tank is already filled with 15 liters of water. If you open all the 3 taps at this time, there isn't going to be any change, because whatever the water these 2 pipes are giving, the same water is going out from the leak. So there is always going to be 15 liters inside that tank. That means no change condition. Now one more condition is A10, B15, C, let us take only 5 hours. That means A can fill, B can fill, but C can empty in just 5 hours. Now 30 liters capacity, 3 liters per hour, 2 liters per hour, minus 6 liters per hour. That means, simply saying, the filling pipes are giving only 5 liters of water, but the emptying pipe can take 6 liters of water. That means actually these holes are smaller compared to this hole. That means the emptying capacity is more compared to filling capacity. Now you are going to get net value as -1. Remember guys, -1 means your emptying speed is much higher compared to filling speed. That means the tank will never gets filled. Okay. Or if I want to say one more example, let us take, there is already 15 liters of water in this tank. Now if you open all the 3 taps at this time, then what will happen? Whatever the water coming from these 2 pipes of, that's obviously going out. Along with that, you are going to lose 1 liter of this 15 liters for every 1 hour. That means if you see after 1 hour of time, there is going to be only 14 liters inside. If you see after 1 more hour, there is going to be only 13 liters. If you go to previous case where you got net as 0, that means this value you got it as 0. In that case, if your tank is empty, it is gonna stay empty. Okay, if it is full, it's gonna stay full. But in this case, even though your tank is filled with 15 liters of water, every hour you are going to lose 1 more liter extra because this hole is bigger compared to this inlet holes. So remember, if you are getting 0 or negative values, your tank will never get filled. Okay, never gets filled. So filling is only possible when you are getting positive value. If you are clear with all the 3 cases, type Y ones or S ones, then we will move on to problems. You will get better idea of what I am saying. Look at the screen for 1 minute and let me know your responses. All of you type yes, no, your choice, write something and let me know what is the situation. Yep. Sir, say type 2 again. Yeah, I will just repeat type 2 again. See here. Sometimes, okay, I will just write them side by side. You will get better idea. So I will take A10, B15 and C. Let us take 30. This is always, remember, C is empty. That means your tank is like this: A filling, B filling, C emptying, like that. Next case, A10, B15, C 6 hours, empty again. A10, B15, C 5 hours. Now if you take LCM, you are going to get 30. I am going to write fast, then you will get better idea. So -1, that means 4 liters. Just I will explain, just give me a minute. 3, 2, 5, -5, so 0, 30, 3, 2, -6, so you are going to get -7. So listen here, guys, in the first case you are getting positive value. Positive value in the sense, see, your inlet pipes are giving more water, but outlet pipe is smaller. That's why you are having some quantity inside it. So how much we are having after 1 hour? 4 liters. That means if you open all the 3 together for 1 hour, you can have 4 liters inside because it's a positive value. Come here. Let us take your tank is empty. Okay, then you are opening all the 3. See here, whatever coming inside, the same going out. That means if this is pouring 3 liters inside, this is pouring 2 liters outside, there has to be 5 liters after 1 hour. But because of this hole size is equal to the inlet size, like let us take this is 2 mm diameter and this is also 2 mm diameter, then this will be exactly 4 mm diameter. If you are getting 0 means whatever you are giving in, the same is going out. Then what will happen? Even though the water is coming in, the same water will go out. So there isn't going to be any change, no change inside the tank. If the tank is already filled with water, it will be filled with water. If the tank is half full, it will be half full only. There isn't going to be any change because whatever the new water coming, the water is going out. But the tank's inside water is going to be stay remain. If it is empty, empty. If it is full, full, like that. But come to this case. Let us take, these are small holes, but this one is bigger hole. Then what will happen? Whatever the water coming in, that's obviously gonna go out. If the tank is empty, that's gonna stay empty. But let us take, I am already having 15 liters inside. Now if you open all the 3 together, obviously whatever the new water coming in, that's gonna go out. New water will be always left your tank. But along with that, you are having few more gap. If you are having negative means the hole is much bigger compared to this. That means along with the new water, some of the water also going to go out. How much water is going to go out? 1 liter per every 1 hour. So 0 means no change is going to be inside tank. But negative means there is going to be extra gap, so you are going to lose more water. If the tank is already empty, no need to worry, it's gonna stay empty. But if the tank is having some water, in the second case, that some water is going to be always there. But in the third case, that some water is also going to leak after some time. I hope I have given you somewhat better explanation. Type yes or no. Sadhana. Yes. So we'll solve one problem, then we will move on to directions. All of you try to solve this one using the same concept which I have told you. The only difference between time and work and this one is you are going to take negative for the leak. That's it. I will give you 2 minutes time, try to solve it, then we will move on to directions. Just give me a minute, somebody is talking, I will mute them, then we will continue. Yeah. You can use the same techniques as time and work. The only thing is if it is empty, take negative. That's it. Now see, a tank can be filled by pipe A. So let us take A is a positive number, so it can be filled in 5 hours. Guys, if I'm taking plus, it's a filling pipe. If I'm taking negative value, that's a emptying tap. But and emptied by pipe B in 8 hours. So emptying means I will take B as negative, which is 8 hours. That means that, so guys, think like this. If the tank is empty, if you open tap A, this can be get filled in 5 hours. But let us take there is already water in the tank is completely filled with water. Now if you open tap B, the water will be completely got emptied in just 8 hours. That's the meaning of emptying and filling. Filling means empty to full. Emptying means full to empty. See, filling a tank means from empty position to full position. Emptying means from full position to empty position. That's the meaning of filling and emptying. Okay, let's go back to our problem. So tank A tank can be filled by pipe A in 5 hours, emptied by 5. Okay, let us take the LCM. That's going to be a common step. So 5 and 8, let's go assume that the tank capacity is 40 liters. So 40 liters got filled in 5 hours means per hour it can fill 8 liters. 40 liters got emptied in 8 hours means per hour it can empty 5 liters. That's the basic funda here. Then how much time will it take to fill for the tank to half full if both the pipes are opened simultaneously? Now if you open both of them, what will happen? This will pour 8 liters and by the time this can leak 5 liters. So as a result there is going to be only 3 liters inside the tank. So for every 1 hour, okay, the tank will be filled by 3 liters. So every 1 hour together they can fill 3 liters. Now I want the tank to get filled only half full. Now the tank capacity is 40, so half full is going to be only 20 liters. So if they can fill 3 liters in every 1 hour, how long they will take to fill just 20 liters? Simply multiply 20 by 3. That's it. 6.20 again, 6.66 hours. Check your calculations once, and if you are clear, type yes. We will move on to next one. What we are doing, we are taking the LCM. We know both of them are, one is filling and one is emptying. So for emptying we have taken negative. Still after taking the result we are getting positive. That means we can fill the tank after some time. How much positive we got? 3 liters per hour. That means for every 1 hour we can fill 3 liters. I want to fill the tank only to the off position. So how long I will take to fill 20 liters? Simply do the cross multiplication. You will get your answer as 6.66 hours. If you are clear with this one, type yes. We will solve one more problem, then we will go on. Okay. Just we'll solve one more problem. Just solve this one. Then we will end up the discussion about this time and work and pipes and systems. Then we will move on to directions. Fast. I will give again 2 minutes. I think we have having less time, so I will only finish. Two pipes A and B can fill a tank in 6 and 4 hours. So A can fill in 6 hours, B can fill in 4 hours. A and B filling. So both of them are filling. So take only positive. So A in 6, B in 4 means together let's take LCM is 12 liters. So 12 liters can be filled by A in 6 hours means 2 liters per hour. That is the speed of tap A, and this is the speed of tap B. So tap A can fill with the speed of 2 liters per hour, and tap B can fill the speed with the speed of 3 liters per hour. If they are opened on alternate hours, if pipe A is opened first, that means they are opening like this. First hour they are going to open pipe A. Let us take we are having tank. For first 1 hour they are going to open A. Then after 1 hour they are going to close A and they are going to open B. Again after 1 hour they are going to again close B and again they are going to open A, like that. A B they are going to do like that. If they are doing like that, after how much time they can expect the tank to be get filled? That's what you need to find out. So see here, if you open tap A, it can pour 2 liters. Then if you open tap B, it can pour 3 liters. That means you can fill 5 liters after 2 hours. Remember, we have done already these models in alternate days. So for every 2 hours, you are going to fill 5 liters. Now, after, see what I told you, whenever you get alternate days, go to the nearest multiple of this number. So nearest multiple of 5, that is nearer to 12, which is 2 times. So 10 liters, that is going to be 4 hours. That means if you get cycle like this, AB 5, see A, if you are getting first hour A, second hour B, 2 hours 5 liters, but third hour A and fourth hour B, again 5 liters. So you can get 10 liters. So you can fill 10 liters in 4 hours. Done. Once you go to the nearest multiple, from there onwards, you are going to go hour by hour. Who is going to open after 4 hours? That means on the 5th hour, A is going to get opened. And A can fill, see, we already filled 10 liters and the left out portion is only 2 liters. And A can fill 2 liters in just 1 hour. Yes, that means A is going to take complete 5th hour. So the tank will be filled after 5 hours. I will repeat just once again. What we are going to do, we are going to take A time and B time. Then we are going to take the LCM. We are going to find out the speed of pipes, 2 liters per hour for A and 3 liters per hour for B from this LCM. Once you know, open the pipes according to problem. You are opening A first, that means you are going to fill 2 liters for the first 1 hour. Then you are opening B, that means you are going to fill 3 liters in the second hour. So together you can fill 5 liters after 2 hours. That means if you are getting one more 2 hours means you can fill one more 5 hours. Sorry, one more 5 liters. If you are getting one more 2 hours means you can again fill one more 5 liters. So instead of calculating that, go to the cycles. For first cycle 5 liters. If you get one more cycle, you can fill 10 liters. So instead of how you are going to find out that number of cycles, start multiplying 5 with 5 table, like 5, 10, 15 like that, and try to go nearest multiple of the your tank capacity. So 2 times you can fill up to 10 liters. If you are getting 2 times cycle means in every cycle you are having like 2 hours. So 2 times 2 hours means you are going to get 4 hours. If you don't remember what I am saying, simply remember whatever the number you are multiplying here, multiply with the same number. So by the end of 4th hour, we can fill 10 liters. But our tank capacity is 12 liters. That means we need to fill 2 more. Okay, what pipe you are going to open on the next hour? You are going to open A. And we know that in 1 hour A can fill 2 liters. I need to fill 2 liters. That means tap A is going to take 1 complete hour. So we are done up to 4 hours here and I want 1 more hour. So together we can fill the tank after 5 hours. If you open alternatively like that. If it is clear, type Y. That's the easiest problem. There is nothing much to explain there. That's why I went somewhat faster. Now we are entering into directions, all of you. Now we are going to solve just 3 simple problems, and before solving the problems I will give you the explanation part. So remember, how you are going to solve directions here is, we are going to simply draw the diagram based on the person's movements. If the person is going towards north, we are going to draw a line towards north. If the person is moving towards east, we are going to draw a line towards east, like that. We can solve the problem. See, but remember, my suggestion is always follow the map directions. Always follow map directions in the sense, see, this is going to be our east and this is going to be our west. On top you are going to take north, on down you are going to take south. East, west, north, south. However you are taking the directions in your map, take the same directions. So right side east, left side west. top side north and bottom side south. This will give you easier answers. Okay. And one more thing, the thing you need to remember here is what will happen if they turn left and right. For example, if a person is moving towards east, if he turns right, he will go towards south. If he turns left, he will go towards north. Similarly, if a person is moving towards north, if he turns right, he will go towards east. If he turns left, he will go towards west. Similarly, if a person is moving towards west, if he turns right, he will go towards north. If he turns left, he will go towards south. Similarly, if a person is moving towards south, if he turns right, he will go towards west. If he turns left, he will go towards east. These are the four things that you need to remember. What will happen if a person is turning left and right when going towards a particular directions? So, for example, if a person is moving towards east, after traveling some distance, he turns right, then what will happen? If he turns right, he is going to now move towards south. That's the only thing you need to remember. Okay. And here we are going to get two kind of problems. First one, he will ask you to find out the distance between starting point and ending point. If you are getting like, sorry, it's not a straight line, assume it's a straight line. If you are getting a straight line like this, when he is asking distance between 2 points, you just need to find out shortest distance possible, which is nothing but displacement. So whenever you are finding out distance between 2 points, you always have to find out displacement, the shortest distance possible. So there are only two cases. If you are getting the straight line, try to find out the distance as it is how you are getting. But if you are getting points like this is the ending point and this is the starting point. If you are getting like this, form a imaginary right angle triangle and simply apply Pythagoras, you will get your answer. 2 points, if it is a straight line, as it is, take your answer. If you are getting a diagonal kind of shape, simply apply Pythagoras by forming a right angle triangle, you will get your answer. Let's go dive into the problems, you will get better idea. So we are going to solve three problems using the same data, first one, second one and third one. So let's go. See, I am going to write step by step. A vehicle starts from point P and runs 10 kilometers towards north. Let us take this is the point P. A vehicle is starting here. Then north means, see guys, always follow map directions, east, west, north, south. Okay. A vehicle starts from point P and runs 10 kilometers towards north. From here it is going, it is going 10 kilometers north. Let us take it came here. Then it takes a right turn. If somebody is coming towards north, if they turn right, they are going to move towards east. And then it runs for 15 kilometers. After traveling for 10 kilometers towards north, it took a right turn and traveled for 15 kilometers. Okay. Now, it now runs 6 kilometers after taking a left turn. From here, it is taking a left turn. If somebody is moving towards east, if they turn left, they are going to move towards north again. And it now runs 6 kilometers after taking a left turn. So you are traveling for 6. You reached this point. Next, it finally takes a left turn. From here, it is taking a left turn and travels for 15 kilometers. From here, it is moving towards this direction for 15 kilometers. See, after reaching this point, it is taking left turn and runs for 15 kilometers. So if this is 15 and this is also 15 means you are going to get both the lines in a same line. And stops at point Q, or this is your point Q. So this is our travel path. You are starting at P, then you are moving towards north for 10 kilometers, then you are turning right and travels for 15 kilometers, then again you are turning left and travels for 6 kilometers, then again you are turning left and travels for one more 15 kilometers, and then you are stopping at point Q. Now let's answer the questions one by one. How far is point Q from point P? That's a straight answer. See, how far is point Q from point P? If you observe it, this is your shortest distance possible. So this is obviously 10 and this is 6. So together the total distance is going to be 16. That is the distance of point Q from point P. Next, in which direction was the vehicle moving before it stopped at point Q? So before stopping at point Q, the vehicle is moving in this direction. Okay, this direction, which is towards west, because this direction we call it as west. Now, in which direction is point Q with respect to point P? That means if you are seeing from point P side, in which direction you are having Q? Somewhere here. That means that's towards north direction. So point Q is towards north of point P. That's how you are going to answer if you are having the starting point and ending point in the same line. If you are clear with this, type yes. I will tell you one more method. Now guys, think like this. I'm going to erase this one. I don't want to create any confusion for you. So I'm just going to erase few lines, not all. Just I'm going to remove this extra data. Okay, I think I messed up. Check. So this point is P, then you are traveling back to Q up to this point. Okay, this is point Q, and this value I note as 15. Done. This is the actual diagram that we got there. Now see guys, if somebody, let us take this is the starting point. If somebody is moving 10 kilometers towards east and he is coming back 5 kilometers back, so can I say he is just 5 kilometers from the starting point? If somebody is moving towards east and if they comes back towards west, you can cancel the distances. Similarly, if somebody is going towards north and if he comes back south, you can cancel the distances. We are going to apply the same logic here. That means that, see, whatever the given data is there, write that, you will get your answer. For example, just wait for a while. See here, a vehicle starts from P and runs 10 kilometers towards north. So we got north here. So north it is moving for 10. Then it is taking a right turn. If somebody is going towards north and if they turn right, I will change the color, it will be better. If somebody is moving north, if they turn right, they are going to move towards east. Now it runs for 15. So east 15. Now it runs 6 kilometers after taking left turn. So east to left means you are going to go towards north. Again 6 kilometers. Then from there you are taking left turn. From north to left means you are going to go towards west, and you runs for 15 kilometers. See here, you can cancel east and west. You can cancel east and west. You can also cancel north and south. Okay. So see, we are traveling towards east 15 and we are traveling towards west 15. That means you can cancel east and west. Now what you got? North 10 and north 6. Add both of them. North 16. This indicates that the ending point is towards the north direction of starting point. See, the ending point is towards the north direction of starting point at a distance of 16 kilometers. The first one will give you the direction and the second one will give you distance of the ending point with respect to starting point. That's it. North 10, then east 15, then north 6, then west 15. So add all the norths, add all the souths. Cancel north and south if you have any. Cancel east and west if you have any. The remaining you have to add. For example, see here, east 10, west 5, north 6, south 1. Let us take like that. Then what you are going to do, you can cancel east and west. So east 10, west 5. Cancel 5. East, you are going to left out with only east 5. Then again, north 6 and south 1. So you are going to have north 5. These are going to be your final answers. I will tell you how you are getting them later on. But for now, if they are going north, write north 10. Turn right means again east 15. Like that. Based on the directions, you are going to write these symbols. After that, add all the norths, add all the easts, add all the west, add all the south. Cancel east and west and north and south. Remaining is going to be your answer. So whatever the letters you are getting here, that is going to give you the end points directions as well as distance from the starting point. Okay. Now let's see once again. How far is point Q with respect to point P? We got answer as 16. In which direction was the vehicle moving? See, last step we are having west. So the vehicle is moving towards west. In which direction is point Q with respect to point P? We know it is north. You can answer all the questions using this method also. Let's move on to one more problem. We'll just finish in 5 minutes. Okay, just bear with me. A person started moving towards west and stopped at point P after covering 10 kilometers. See, a person started moving towards west. West is backwards and travels for 10 kilometers and stops at point P. See here, a person started moving towards west and stopped at point P after covering 10 kilometers. Somebody is creating noise. Chalo. He then takes a right turn. From here he is taking right and stopped at point Q after covering 12. See, from here is going for 12 kilometers and stopped at point Q after covering 12. He then takes a right turn. If somebody is going towards west, if they turn right, they are going to move towards north. He is going to travel for 12 kilometers and then he is going to stop at point Q. He finally takes a left turn and covers 6 kilometers. From here he is taking a left turn and stops at point R after covering 6 kilometers. So this is your final diagram. you need to find out distance between starting point and stopping point. So this is your shortest distance possible, red line, because this is your starting point and this is your stopping point. Okay, so how you are going to find out the distance? Form an imaginary right angle triangle and apply simply Pythagoras. So I am taking different points O, P, Q, R. Let us take S. I want to find out OR value. So OR is going to be root over OS square plus SR square. So which is nothing but this is going to be 6, because this is 6 means this is going to be 6. So 16 square plus 12 square. So root over 256 plus 144, which is root over 400. You are going to get 20 kilometers. So the shortest distance is actually 20 kilometers. So the ending point is 20 kilometers from the starting point. This is one way of solving the problem, and the second way is using the notation. So follow blue color. We'll change the color, otherwise we'll go with this one. What we're doing, west 10 kilometers. First you are going for west 10 kilometers, then right turn, and point Q means from west to right means you are going to go towards north. You are covering 12 kilometers. From then you are taking a left turn, that means again you are coming for west and you are covering for 6 kilometers. See here, we are not having any east, so we can't cancel. We are not having any south, so we can't cancel. So add all the north and all the west. So you got north as 12 and west as 16. Now if you are getting two different letters means the ending point is towards northwest direction of starting point. See, this is north and this is west. We are going to call this as northwest. So the ending point is towards northwest direction of starting point. But if you want to find out the distance, see, if you are having a single letter like in the previous case here, if you are having a single letter, take the distance as it is as 16. But if you are having two different letters like northwest, east, south, like that, if you are having two different letters, apply Pythagoras to the extra values. So what is the values here? 12 and 16. So apply Pythagoras to 12 and 16. You are going to get your answer as 20. So again the same thing, we are going to write the symbols. We are going to add all the north, then we are going to add all the west. So if you are having only one symbol, as it is answer. If you are having two symbols like north, west, east, south, like those kind of letters, apply Pythagoras to your distances, 12 square and 16 square under root. You are going to get your final answer. If you are clear with this method also, please type yes. We will move on to one last problem. It's going to take just 1 or 2 minutes. That's it. All of you type yes if you are clear. Guys, come on. Just 2 more minutes. Fast. Type yes. Yep. The last and final one is this one. It's like a very simple problem. Sometimes he will give these kind of problems in directions. That's why I have added this problem also. Now see, the question is, if at 3 p.m. if the shadow of a person is on his right, then the person is facing which direction? That means based on the shadow's directions, you need to identify the person's direction. Now see, the simple logic here is, up to 12 p.m. take sun on the east side. Okay. After 12 p.m. take sun on the west side. That's it. Now remember, in which direction you are having the sun, opposite to that direction you are going to have shadow. That means if you are having sun here, then this, let us take this is the person. This person's shadow is going to be here. So in which direction you are having sun, opposite to that directions you are going to have the shadow of the person. Now let's solve our problem. You'll get better idea. Now see, if at 3 p.m. So 3 p.m. means, let us assume that this is the east plane and this is west. So we are going to have sun somewhere here. If it is east means, let us take the person is here. Okay, then the shadow is going to be here. Right? Now observe, you are the person and he is saying that the shadow is towards right of this person. Now assume this, if the person is facing this direction, like towards south. If the person is facing towards south, what will happen? This will be his right and this will be his left. But if the person is facing south, we can say the shadow should be towards his left. But in the problem he is saying the shadow is towards his right. That means the person is facing like this. Then the shadow is here, so you can say the shadow is towards right of the person. So the person is facing actually north direction. So assume you are the person. So let us take you are here. If you are facing like north direction, then this will become your right and this will become your left. So obviously the shadow is towards right, so you can say you are facing north direction. If the shadow is towards your left, then you can say you are facing south direction. If the shadow is in front of you, If the shadow is in front of you means you should face this direction. I will change the color. So if the shadow is in front of you, you are going to face east. If the shadow is behind you, you are going to face west. So that's it. Based on the shadow direction, you can guess your direction. Okay, I think there is some disturbance here. Anyway, we are done with our class. I hope you have got clear idea about this shadow problem. Type yes or no, then we will wind up the session. Yeah. Okay guys, thank you for attending. You may have test. I will share the test details and a link to your class groups personally. You can leave now. Thank you.